Hello again, crypto traders, and welcome to the 6:45 p.m. end of day chart update, because at 7 p.m. the charts here will form a new candlestick and we are in a new trading day. Looking at the daily chart of Bitcoin on the left and Ethereum on the right, we've got big red candles and big volume. I predicted yesterday that we were most likely headed to right about here. A test of the close on this red candle right here. About 2 hours ago, he was down there, and he's done a pretty good job moving up a little into the close, but the 7 moving average is down today. A close below the 7 is bearish, because this right here, the close right where my finger is at 34,716.86 is a critical level of support. A break below this and a close especially below this, there's a lot of wick down here, but I'm saying that closing price at 7 p.m. Central Time USA, if it closes below here tomorrow, the lower Bollinger Band is my short-term target on Bitcoin. ETH, as usual, is looking a whole lot better, but of course Bitcoin took him down and everything else today. It looks like we have a flat 7 moving average. Yes, it is. It is a total push. Volume again pretty good here, but what worries me is the CCI down ticking towards minus 100. That's another sell signal on the lowest end possible on this scale. Same thing here. We are down ticking towards minus 100, and there's only about 12 points to go there, and about 20 here on F. Okay, so I'm surprised the 7 moving average on Bitcoin isn't down ticking more sharply. Another down day and it will, but don't get me wrong, folks, this is bearish. And here's our new candle at 7 p.m. and it is red. 0.56 on ETH, 1.08% on Bitcoin. So, you know, it's just the opening minutes of the day. But as you can see, I'm going to zoom in here on, this is the new candle. We start a new day right now. And all I'm going to say is the bulls need to step in here. I do see some potential plays here for, you know, if it comes down here, test support. All right, so it's going to come down, test. And if it double bottoms, the breakout would be here at the neckline, because that would be a W-shaped chart pattern where it goes down, up to the middle of the W, down to form the bottom of the right side. And then the breakout comes when it goes up and breaks above here, but guess what? By the time it does, the middle Bollinger Band will be blocking it right here, because that's always kind of a level of resistance unless big volume comes in and starts taking things away. So this was the bottom on ETH on the hourly chart. Most of my smaller buys was here. The big one came on the 7 moving average crossing up through the middle Bollinger Band, which is the 20 moving average. Okay, and then I drew a line in the sand right here at this point for support. Now look what happened. ETH finally did it. Bitcoin did it hours before ETH did. But my point is, when you draw a line right here, and everybody's got their stop loss limit orders put right here, because it's the only level of support after that huge run. All right, I'm trying to get right on it. Okay, that looks good enough. Okay, so Bitcoin came down. All right, he's not looking so strong. They're not running it this time. All right, but if they take off, this dip here knocked everybody out that had their stops here, thinking they were safe after their nice little run, and then the breakout to new highs, like I did. I was up at 3 a.m. because if you remember, I was talking about this Bollinger Band pinch that on, you can't see it on the 15-minute anymore, but it was getting real tight. And I said, if there's no volume right here, and look what happened right before it went down. Let's reset to, okay, right here, get a better view. The 7 going down through the 20. Okay, look at the volume right before that. This green candle is the lowest volume on this chart. This is a 1-hour chart. It's Binance US. Okay, so it only shows the US volume. And this is what happens when volume falls off. Wham. Okay, get a negative crossover. Sure, there's all kinds of those, but this one really worked because look at the volume. Up, 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 big red, bigger red, bigger red, big red. Okay, so that's what happened. And then it was just that first candle. And then it went down after that. Okay, so I was up, I said I was getting out here on F. What I did was I took everything that was at 22.22, but I left the lower ones in. Okay, 22.22 is right about here. I think those might be safe, but boy, that's also coming mighty close to those too. I was hoping to hold it all, but the one I bought at 27.05 is gone. I got stopped out on another one, and then I'm done. Okay, couldn't day trade today because I don't day trade on days when it's going down. Okay, so that is the hourly. They did break support, both of them. All right, not happy about that. That's bearish for sure. And let's just take a quick look at the 15-minute chart, though. It will just be straight down with a little bounce at the end that I was talking about to finish the day before the new candle. But, you know, when you're below the middle Bollinger Band and all you're doing is bouncing from the lower to the middle to the lower to the middle to the lower to the middle, that's bearish. But the turn came right here to bullish, but that didn't last long, and we're back to being below the white dotted line, which is bearish. So the day's in the books, folks, and it's pretty much exactly what I called last night. If the rally comes, okay, last level of support on Bitcoin on this chart is right here. And look over here. Didn't I just call a drop to the lower Bollinger Band? If it closes below this close right here, the one I've been talking about with the red and the green one, the close on the green one's way up here, the close on the red one's at the lower part of the fat part of the candle or the body right here. Okay, so if it breaches here, it'll probably go down to tag here, and that is, again, when you back up, a level of support right here. It'll be moving up a little in the next couple of days, but I never thought that we would breach this point. 29,000 on Bitcoin again. But overall, when you look at the daily charts, ETH again is stronger, but it's really hard to get him to go up if Bitcoin is going down. So while we have a upticking 7 MA and over here a down, you know, the volume today was big and red, and that's what we needed the bulls to do on this day right here. Okay, that would have really helped, but that was the lowest green volume throughout the entire bottoming process, and that's why when volume falls off, the price goes down to attract people at a lower price who now think it's a bargain.